You know, my mother got pregnant with me when she was 16, and she had me 17 days after her 17th birthday.
Wow.
And my mother's brilliant and beautiful. And I was born in Detroit, Michigan, April of 61. And they assassinated Martin Luther King in April of 68.
Right.
And Detroit got lit up like a Christmas
I
tree.
remember the riots.
And I remember being a kid in the streets. And I was just playing baseball in the middle of the street and using neighbors' cars as first base and home plate.
Right.
And my mother and my grandmother start screaming and howling like I've never heard before, like such pain. And it was like, they killed him, they killed him, they killed Martin Luther King. And I'll never forget it. And literally, not less than a minute, I was looking down the barrel of a tank. And the military had immediately taken over the neighborhood. And the troops were walking, you know, down the street with the bayonets and the dogs, and my mother and grandmother screaming, get in the house before they shoot you. And you get in the house and you just watch the place on fire like I'm 7 years old. I didn't even know what was going on.
Was having the troops come a relief, or?
Oh, it was scary. We felt
you would
like,
rather they not.
Oh, we felt the troops were there to kill us, to shoot us, to contain, because they knew the riots were breaking out, so they felt like we were
you could be a victim of the riots also.
Exactly, but they felt like, okay, you're.
But you'd rather die in the riot than from the troops.
Well,
I'm just asking. I
No,
don't know.
I didn't want to die at all. But
I know, but
right, their point was, what they said was, get back in the house. Here's the curfew. Do not come outside until we tell you, and especially don't come out after dark.
Just saying,
we will shoot you.
That choice to me is one that should not be political, but everybody makes everything political. I don't think it's a political decision at all. It's like, okay, there's two scary things going on here. The riot,
they're burning,
with,
and the troops,
these people, and then the troops. I don't like either one of these.
It was bad.
But which one?
It was bad.
I wouldn't know either.
I believe over 50 people were shot and killed by the police and by the troops. It was just a horrible, horrible thing. And so my mom said, let's go to L.A. and visit some relatives. So we came out to L.A. in summer of 68, and it was supposed to be a 2-week vacation. And my mom said to me one day, do you want to go back to Detroit? And I said no. And she didn't ask me why. I just said no. And the reason I said no is I had gone to the movie theater that afternoon, and there was a advertising, a trailer for a movie, a Disney movie, and they said, coming to this theater. I wanted to see that movie. I didn't think it was going to be in Detroit. I think I stayed in L.A. because I wanted to see 101 Dalmatians, whatever that summer movie was. I'm not even sure.
That's what it says on the poster out here. L.A., come because your city is rioting. Stay because the movie
is only here. The movie is only here. So we end up staying. It was a lot of lean years, sleeping on floors and sofas and, friends and neighbors letting us sleep in spare. She's a young girl with a baby.
Right.
She's 24 years old at this point. But she ended up getting into UCLA, and she ended up getting her master's.
So she was going to school while she was working?
Yes, exactly. She ended up going to UCLA and getting her master's degree in cinema TV production. And after she got her master's degree, and she used to take me to class with her, which I remember vividly. She took me to a class that was taught by Peter Guber. And I remember sitting there listening to him talk about making movies and so forth and so on.
Big producer. His partner was John Peters.
And he ended up running Warner Brothers and Sony, just one of the biggest out there. And so when she got her master's degree, and you'll love this, when she got her master's degree, she went looking for jobs. And she couldn't get one. A lot of doors slammed in her face. And she went to NBC one day and asked for a job. And they said, we don't have one. And she said, do you have an intern program where I can work here for free to show you my passion for this business? And they said, no, we do not. And she asked a question that changed our lives forever. She said, will you please start one with me?
Oh.
And they said, yes. Wow. And that question changed our lives forever. And she could not afford childcare. And so I
True. Most people would just stop there.
would just stop.
She went the yeah.
That extra.
And that is the difference between humans. Why, I mean, you can complain about meritocracy, but some people just get the answer right and some don't.
That's right.
Some people think a little one step past where most people stop, some don't. Some go down in the mine and come out with the gold.
That's right.
Some just get dusty.
That's right. That's exactly right. She went the extra mile.
She must be inordinately proud where you got, because like, wow.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that really exceeds.
We work together to this day. And so,
you do?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm blessed.
What do you mean work together?
She's one of my producing partners.
Oh,
She's
I see.
exec producer on everything that I have on, and will always be. And so she could not
That's a
afford.
unique business. You don't see that in a lot of boardrooms where the guy and his mom.
That's right. You don't see that. You just make your own rules.
And you never fight about it?
Well, we have our debates, but we don't fight.
But does she pull rank because she's your mother on a business decision? That's the key question.
No.
Answer it.
No, she doesn't. No,
She doesn't?
She has faith in me. She will say, I don't.
But if she disagrees, she's not going to pull rank. She's not going to be like, this is.
No. I'm not. Mom, it's like I'm 65 at this point. Mom, this is why I lay it out, and she goes, I get it. And she'll say,
if I was her, that's what I would do. I'd be like, I'm just going to say this one thing. That last month that you were inside of me, it just was a lot. I mean, at that point, the baby is very heavy, gas. I was just shitting my pants. I mean, I was eating like a pig. I felt awful.
And this is the answer you give me.
But you do what you want with the BET network. I just cannot help but picture that scenario.
She hasn't played that card, but I'm sure she will one day. But when she couldn't afford childcare, she would take me to work with her. So I would go to work. I would go out to NBC after school and on the weekends and during the summer. And so that is when I met Johnny Carson. I was 14 years old.